I'm going to pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day, Lord. We thank you for making it to 2018. We thank you for all the blessings that are coming, Lord. We ask that you just continue to propel us into a new dimension, Lord, that you order our steps in everything we do, that somebody will get something from what we're about to say today. And we just thank you and praise you for life and life that more abundantly. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's up, It Takes Three? The title today is Playing Church. It's been a minute. We're glad to be back the first Friday of 2018. So, playing church is basically, I know a lot of y'all are familiar with people saying that they're happy for you, or when you get some type of prophecy or blessing, then I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you. God's doing amazing things in your life. And the whole time, they're not really genuine. I call that playing church. So, we're going to touch on this topic. I feel like it needs to be addressed. It happens more often than not.
Okay. This is more so your subject, so I'm gonna chime in, so you can go ahead.
We definitely gonna add some live viewers, get some of their comments. I think the main thing I want to actually touch on is staying focused when you know the love is not genuine. I think a lot of times we get sidetracked and we get frustrated, so it ends up taking us off a path instead of just staying focused and doing what exactly we're supposed to do, which is God works. So, I mean, good chime in, my love.
All right. I think as in the world, we call it haters. And basically, what it is, they say keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. And it's this thing where you'll say, people will tell you you shouldn't say what's going on in your life, because you don't know who's with you and who's against you and all this other stuff. And basically, you got to find your circle and see who is going to build with you. In 2018, we got a lot of different stuff that we trying to pursue and put in place and all this stuff. But we had to realize who the circle is and who's actually rooting for us to do what we desire to do. Because some people will ask you questions just to be nosy, just so they can see, oh, did it really go through, or is this something else? So this year, 2018, is all about who am I going to keep around me to help me build.
Exactly. I think another sad thing is people are scared to support each other. It's almost like I guess you could say like ego or pride issues. Somebody starting a business that's so-called your friend, and that should be automatic to, hey, I'm gonna look out for you, I'm gonna support you. Hey. So I mean, these days it's more of a competition. I definitely don't believe that friends should be in competition with each other. I can say friends should inspire each other to be great, but it shouldn't be a competition thing where it's I'm glad God blessed you, but really in their mind they like, why didn't God bless me? And that right there, even if they don't say it, you can feel their energy, or you can peep facial expressions. It's just the little things like, you got your little podcast going on, or you got your little clothing line. Like that is them little keywords right there that you pay attention to. And everybody's not going to be happy for you, but the mission is to keep on going and doing what God, you know what I'm saying, placed you on this earth to do. I mean, people gonna always say something negative, or they're gonna always have some type of hidden agenda. But once you recognize it, it's your job to actually, elevate from that. I mean, you can't dwell on it, because at the end of the day, you still have to do God's work.
That, and when you start growing, you'll see other people start to change too, and it's either gonna be in a positive way or a negative way. And you can't even let that bother you, because then, even in that, when you start doing stuff, people will make little comments like, "Yeah, oh, so you, I see you changed and blah blah blah." But at the end of the day, you got to keep moving forward, because you got to be comfortable in your skin and you can't regret your decision. So you have to just keep moving forward no matter what others are saying about you.
I definitely agree.
Because I know just me personally, I get a lot of the, "Hey, Alicia, you can't say that. Why did you say that? You so blunt and da-da-da-da-da." But at the end of the day, I realize that what I'm called to do requires me to be the way I am. And I can't let what other people say or do to me get me into a space where I'm like drawn back and not saying what I'm supposed to, or not being forthcoming.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times people are not confident with themselves. So it comes off when you meet a person that has a level of confidence about themselves, then if you not at that level or more, then it can be intimidating. So a lot of times when people meet my wife, it's like, she's strong, or she's stern, but it's all about the delivery.
No, they just straight up say I'm mean.
Nah.
He's trying to be nice about it, which it don't
Not
even
everybody.
bother me.
Not
no
everybody
more.
though.
It's like one of his friends who's actually a male. He was like, "I'm scared of your wife," and I was like, "What?" And he thought it was funny. I didn't think it was funny. Like, he was like, "Cause she's so aggressive." That's what he called me, aggressive. And I'm not aggressive. I just feel a certain type of way and I say it, and that's what I mean. Like, if you don't agree with me, you just don't agree with me. And that don't mean we don't got to be friends. We ain't got to be cool. But I'm going to say what I want. And I know, like, my very close friends, they told me I come off as being judgmental. And I feel like this. At the end of the day, if anybody should be able to say something to you, it should be your friends. And not to say they're judging you or any of that. But now, I get what they're saying. And now I'm praying that I'm more compassionate when I say things. I'm still, whatever I say, I mean. Like, I'm not going to withhold what I said. If I said it, I meant it. But I'm learning to be more compassionate about how I deliver it.
Exactly. It's all about the delivery. In most cases, people don't even get mad about what you actually saying. It's how you saying it. So, I mean,
some people get mad at the truth. It don't matter how you say it. If you sugarcoat it, it don't matter. If you say something and they don't like what you say, then it's da-da-da-da-da. But at the end of the day, somebody who cares about, I'm that friend that if I care about you, I'm not going to be your yes man. If you want to go jump and drive off a bridge, that's on you. I'm going to be the one to be like, "Hey, fool, don't do that." And I'm trying to be more compassionate and not call you a fool and be like, "Okay, that's not the smartest thing to do." But I'm not going to be your yes man. Like, that doesn't work for me.
I mean, I don't necessarily, well, a lot of people do want you to be yes man and yes women, but I mean, like I said, if you're a friend,
exactly,
if you're a friend, you're a friend. I mean, in that case, if I can't be 1,000% real with you, and I'm your friend, then what's the definition? I mean, like what's your definition of a friend then? What's the difference between a friend and an associate if I can't keep it all the way real with you? So we just live in a world where it's not enough genuine love.
And I think it's a thing of where, like, people, it's almost like a weakness. If you say, you don't want to say too much, you just want to say just enough. But I'm that person. Like, I had a conversation with somebody who's pretty close to me, and they called me and they was like, I ain't seen you in a while, Alicia. I just wanted to check on you. And one of the things I said to her was, I said, it's this thing where people always talking about, hey, I'm praying for you. But a lot of the times, that is just something to say. So I said to her, I said, I'm tired of people saying, I'm praying for you. I said, most of the time, people ain't even praying for you. And I said it just like that. But because she knows how I am, she didn't take it no type of way. I said, but I wish somebody would call and say, hey, you want me to pray with you? And she said to me, she said, you know what? Before I get off this phone, I can't do nothing but pray with you because of what you said. And it's true. And that's them the type of people I'm rolling with in 2018. If you can't accept me, and if you can't help me be better, then it is what it is. I feel like if you not, like Steve Harvey said, if you in the wagon and you not helping me pull the wagon up, you ain't nothing but baggage. And in 2018, you gonna stay right in 2017 with your baggage like that. I'm not doing it in 2018. I'm on a mission, and if you are a burden to my mission, I'll see you on the other side.
And I feel that. I mean, recently, I'm going to be transparent. Recently, me and my wife had this same discussion in the car. And we didn't really bump heads, but it was like she felt a certain way, I felt a different way. And I'm speaking on supporting your friends.
Yeah, when you told me I was wrong.
Yeah, supporting your friends. Now, this is my thing. I don't really do the clubs and the whole nine no more. So
that just wasn't never me to begin with.
That wasn't never really her thing. But my thing is, if one of my bros or one of my guys or anybody's having
we need y'all opinions.
We definitely need opinions on this. If one of my guys is having a party, then it's a special event for them. And I would come out to the party. You know what I'm saying? To support my brothers or my guys, just off the strength of it's their special occasion. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the flip side, what did you say?
Okay, so back in the day, but now I'm in this space in my life where anything that is not significant to my growth, I'm not doing it. And my friends who are really close to me, they understand now. It's to a point where they won't even ask me to do certain stuff because they know I'm not going to do it. So I don't believe in that. I'm going to support you and meet you where you at. I'm not doing it. If it's something I don't agree with, I'm not doing it. And if you feel like I'm not your friend because I don't want to do it, it is what it is. But I'm not doing it. And my husband told me I was wrong because I don't feel that he don't feel that I should be like that, and he called me religious. And I said, I don't think it's religious. It's where I am in the place that I am in my life. That's not something I want to do. I don't want to be in the club. That I'll take you out to dinner. I'll pay for it. But that is not something, and it's never been something I wanted to do, but I tolerated it. And now I'm in a place where I don't have that tolerance anymore. So, therefore, I'm not going to go to the club with you. I'm not, it's to a point where, if my friends drink or smoke, they know not to get in my car drinking or smoking. And they don't get mad about it. They'll be like, I ain't getting in Alicia's car because she won't let me smoke in there. And and my problem with him is, people don't do that to him. Because he don't make them feel like it's a problem. And it's a problem with me. And I don't think it's being religious. That's just the way I want to live my life. No, I don't want to be around negative stuff.
We're not actually breaking it down all the way. Now my thing about it is, like I said, even if you don't even stay, would you stop through there, at least make an appearance as a friend? That's my thing. So even if you don't stay, it's just the fact of your people is having something that's special to them. Now I do agree with you though.
Okay,
hold on, time. I do agree with you though. When the sense where you said you could say, "Nah, I'm cool on that, but I take you out to eat or something, or we could do something else." for the occasion, for your special occasion. So I do feel that, and I can agree with that. But I still don't see nothing wrong with, hey, if you stop in at a certain spot, it's not like you indulging.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't.
It's not like you're actually, like you're gonna get trapped into in a maze in a zombie land where it's, oh, I'm here. That's not it. It's, at the end of the day, you have self-discipline. You know what God you serve. So at the end of the day, I could go into a whole spot full of people doing whatever, but I still know who I am and the God I serve.
Exactly.
At the end of the day.
Okay, so my thing is, first off, nobody can tell me who I am and who I ain't. And I'm not going to find myself in no club. Like, that. It just is what it is. My point is, in 2018, I'm in position. I am in position for a purpose. And if that means that I'm not going to the club because that's not the position for my purpose, I'm not going. Like, at the end of the day, she's
aggressive right now, y'all.
At the end of the day, no, I'm passionate about what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's not about so it's about the place I am in my life. That's not where I want to go. I don't feel like I progress there. There's no purpose there. There's nothing there for me. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. So when I used to go with my friends to satisfy other people and be like, oh, I'm gonna go, they would get mad at me at the end of the day anyway, because I would have an attitude the whole time because I didn't want to be there. So at the end, why am I going to support you? Just that one of my friends, his wife had a birthday party. I didn't want to go, but trying to support my husband, I went. Some of her guests left because they was mad at the attitude I have. And I felt bad at the end because I shouldn't have never went because I didn't want to go in the first place. But I didn't want to ruin that girl's birthday party. So why do I need to ruin your environment because I don't want to be in the environment? That's okay.
And I feel that.
Because I feel like this. At the end of the day, everybody talking about the praying grandma and stuff. Your grandma don't go to the corner to pray for you.
I mean,
she pray at home.
That's just one analogy.
But I'm just saying, I don't need to go in where you are unless if God tell me to go, I'm gonna go. Yeah. But I don't need to go where you are to bring you out of it. I'm gonna be the example for you so you can come up out of it. But I ain't going there. That's just me.
I want some clarification though. She's so passionate right now. She's talking to y'all though. We even had this conversation. She be passionate every time, and there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with agreeing to disagree. But me, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it like this. And what Maddie's saying is definitely true, and everybody else. My thing about this is, if I'm in a club and I'm supporting somebody, and my pastor or anybody, you know what I'm saying, of that stature comes to where I'm at. And hold on, I'm just saying. I'm just speaking.
Okay.
I'm just speaking
in general. Okay.
If anybody comes and I would not look at them different, I'd just be like, oh, they coming to support.
And I guess,
even though I know that's not what they own, they could be there 2 seconds, boom, and gone. I'd be like, oh, they there to support their friend.
I guess that's the difference. I can care less who come up in there. Because I ain't there for them, and that's why I ain't going. At the end of the day, it does not make me, if you feel that I love you any less or whatever, and that's why people grow apart. At the end of the day, your circle changes for that very reason. Some people love you for who you are, and others will not. Others will stop, and they'll go on about their business because you don't fit into their status quo anymore. Okay. And that's okay with me.
And I feel that. And that's okay with me too, love.
So, whatever.
Hey, I guess we're gonna drift it around a little bit now, because
not drift.
We're gonna shift it. We're gonna shift it around a little bit. So let's see who she's called. So this is my thing.
Thank you. And that's gonna be our next topic.
Hold on, I understand it all. I understand it all. Now this is my thing. This is just my thing. The question would be right now is, so what is the thin line, and I mean, what's the thin line between, like, when you cut off a friend that you've been friends with for the longest? So it's like, okay, hold on, time out. So now it's like I'm elevating, you know what I'm saying? Because we both elevating, What I'm saying, getting closer to God.
I don't know, Brittany. You tell me, what do the light and the dark have in common?
Hold on, time out.
They can't exist in the same entity. Because if the light comes in, there's no longer dark.
This is my thing. What's the thin, and I agree with that, but what's the thin line to, okay, this is just my opinion. If my friend is in this space, and I'm elevating in this space, I'm going to still pray for my friend, and we're going to rise the whole nine. I'm going to rise.
What if they don't want to come with you?
Time out. I'm going to rise. I'm going to still pray for my friend. But I'm not going to completely cut them off. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm not going to say, well, I'm right here and they right here, so we just don't see eye. My guys, a lot of my guys do stuff that I don't do. They still my guys. We might not kick it the same way, but they're still my guys. I wouldn't cut them off because I know how long it took. Well, what I'm saying is I know how long it took me to get to the place where I'm at.
Exactly.
So,
who said cut anybody off?
No.
Okay, let me respond.
No. I had shifted it.
Okay.
So that was
well,
the thin
now
line.
we shifted back this way.
No, I'm talking about the thin line.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. I'm not going to cut anybody off. Now, if you decide, what I said was, sometimes your circle changes. If you decide to go that way, I can't do nothing but pray for you. I'm not finna go chase you. Now, I will call, check on you and all of that.
Look at this screen.
But at the end of the day, no, I'm talking to you.
No,
so I'm going to look at you.
We're talking to them. We done had this conversation a million times.
So, at the end of the day, I'm not going to go chase that person. The only thing I can do is pray for them. That's it. I can't and continue to be a light. They may come back. They may not. But at the end of the day, I never said that I was just going to cut somebody off. Now, if you leave, that's on you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. The only thing I could do is make sure that I didn't do anything to offend you and that we were on good terms when you decided that you ain't want to be my friend no more. Like, I don't know.
I feel you. So what's some of the questions on there so we can start answering? Like what they saying on that good?
Brittany said, what's the difference between light and dark? And I said that they can't exist in the same entity. Light, if there is dark, when the light comes, there is no more dark. So they can't exist.
Okay, so
and that's almost how it is when you have people in your life that's not. I don't know. This is my thing for 2018. The victory is in your vision. Anybody that can't see what I see, I don't know. I don't like. At the end of the day, whatever I see is what is going to manifest. So if you can't see what I see and you ain't going in, your vision ain't in the same direction mine is, I don't know. We just our paths gonna have to part. I don't know what to say. At the end of the day, I'm going this way. I ain't going this. I'm going this way. Like I gotta elevate. It's too much.
I feel
like I don't know.
I feel that. And we're going to continue to pray for our brothers and sisters in Christ. My thing now is to answer that question about the light and the dark. I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, that will, it won't come together, but me and my wife are going to be transparent again.
I didn't even agree to that.
Yeah, we're going to be transparent again. And
Jennifer.
I've been making music for a while.
Oh,
hold on. So we're just gonna be transparent. I've been making music for a while. So now that I choose to actually make music for God, I still have the same guys that make music and do what they do. So the question was, okay, you're gonna do 219 Basement. All right. She like, well, you might want to change the content and watch who you have down there.
My exact words were protect your craft.
Yeah, protect your craft. So I said, I definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know a lot of people is not there mentally. And that's cool. We gotta protect the craft. So what I said to her was, a lot of episodes that happened in the 219 Basement just didn't show the behind the scenes. I'm the light. So okay, they bring their darkness, But when they get down here, by the time they leave, they have a whole nother type of understanding about the conversations we done had about God and about actually elevating and the whole nine. So my thing is, everything has a purpose. If I can actually bring some type of light into their life, because a lot of people might not come to church. I might have gave them the only church that they was going to see at that moment. So, or was going to witness at that moment. So, by the time they left, they like, man, hey, that was I appreciate that conversation. Hey, they see the light in me. So,
which is true, but so he leaving out a part. The point is, I don't know if any of y'all ever seen 219 in the Basement. So it was this big thing, and everybody was coming down, rapping, blah, 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 getting a whole lot of views. My point to him was not to cut the thing off, but to have a standard. You have to live at a standard. And if people don't want to rise to your standard, then they can get gone. At the end of the day, it was people down here. If you can't talk about nothing other than drugs, sex, and money, maybe you need to figure out if that's really your gift. Maybe you need to figure out if you really know how to rap or not. If that's all you can do is curse and talk about drugs, sex, and money, and half the time you didn't even live that life, you might want to rethink that. And my point to him was, you got to live at a different standard. Like, for instance, I teach. The aides that come in my classroom, they just can't come in there and just do whatever. Like, I got something for you to do. This is what you need to do. Because at the end of the day, my name is on this. My stamp is on this. And that's what I was trying to get him to understand. You can't just let people come down there, yeah, and it's like, okay, dude, but this ain't what I'm doing. But behind closed doors, this is the type of music that I'm making. You can't live a double life. That's basically what was going on. It's like, I feel this type of way. This is the standard I live at, but I'm going to let these people come down here and I'm going to just build relationships. All relationships ain't good relationships. And I'm going to say this, back to this friend thing. One of my really close friends, back in the day, like, we grew apart because they were in one space and I was in another. Well, as we got older, our lives began to look about the same. So we became even closer than what we were before. And at the end of the day, if those relationships are meant to be there, they will be there regardless. We went through like a 2-3 year span where we didn't even talk to each other. Like, we was at it to the point where her dude was calling me like, y'all need to quit this, life too short. And I'm like, dude, I ain't even mad at her. She say she mad at me. And then he like, well, she said you mad at her. And I'm like, dude, it ain't even all that. But when we got on one accord, we became friends again. Now we closer than ever. Like, because she know if she tell me something, I'm praying about it. If I tell her, she praying about it. Like, at the end of the day, and then when our other friends said, well, y'all leave me out. And it was like, because we got in this space in our life, because we were headed in the same direction, we came back together. So at the end of the day, I'm not saying, hey, people just ain't going to be your friend no more. They might disappear, but they might come back at a different time. It's just they weren't meant for that time and space that you were in at that moment.
True. I do agree with that. So what's some more stuff? Yeah, I want some more questions. I want to answer some. I appreciate y'all tuning in too. You know what I'm saying? My Faith Temple
and Brittany, family. Okay, like, that's exactly what I'm saying. Tasha Cobb let Nicki Minaj get on that song, but Nicki Minaj did not do anything to tarnish Tasha Cobb's brand. She did not get on there and start cussing, talking, she didn't do none of that. At the end of the day, she did what Tasha Cobb told her to do. If she would have got on that cussing, I bet you Tasha would have put her butt off that song. And that's what I want him to understand. People got to rise to your standard.
And I feel that. But what I'm saying is, the 219 Basement was basically a platform for 219 artists.
Say your question, Brittany.
So for 219 artists to actually show some type of unity, because people seem to not want to show love to each other until it's something that can benefit them.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, let me give this platform and y'all do y'all thing. I love the art form. I love music. Now, substance-wise, I would not listen to certain stuff because it doesn't align with my life. But when it comes to the platform, that's how that even started. But I just wanted to basically explain the behind-the-scenes thing of what was going on, so it just wasn't like it was no straight foolery. If I see them,
if I never called it foolery.
Yeah, no, you didn't. If I see them in person or in the basement, regardless, I'm going to drop something on them mentally where I had them say, oh man, you made me think. And I feel like that's one of God's things that He wants us to do.
But what is the thing that you can't tell them, don't come out here talking crazy? That's gonna make, I feel like that's gonna help better their craft. Because at the end of the day, you can't go to any what do you call it? Any the people that make the music. You can't just go to any producer and be like, here. They're gonna be like, dude, this is garbage. Because you're not even diverse enough to do anything, because all you know how to do is cuss, talk about drugs, sex, and money.
True.
So,
and we call that mouth sauce. Yeah. So what's the question?
I don't know if 219 in the basement is still happening. That we got a lot of stuff in the works, y'all, and all those that support, we love y'all. All this that will continue to support, that are going to support. Thank you. We'll let you know about 219 in the basement. Oh, it's wrong with my stomach. Brittany said, if God told you to separate from your friends because He's moving you to a higher level, is this very, very hard, or is it a soul tie? I guess there's two questions. Is it hard, and is it a soul tie?
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's hard, because it basically happened naturally anyway. Like, I kick it with my guys, but I still don't. We used to literally almost every other day be together. So it's like, if God told me to do that, you know what I'm saying? I'm moving. I'm to the point now. I'm gonna be transparent again. I'm to the point now.
Exactly, Damien.
I'm to the point now where it's like two different prophets that told my wife something that I know that I was dealing with for the longest. So they're going back and forth on what I'm gonna do, what decision. That's over with. I already chose it. I said, hey, I'm moving. Hey, I'm letting God order my steps from this day forth. Like, and I felt like I was doing it, but for the prophets to not even know me and to actually tell her, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, God's waiting for your husband, that right there was like confirmation for me. Even though I knew it already, it was like, okay, let me actually get myself together. So no, it wouldn't really be hard, because they're gonna be my brothers. No, I don't care. I hate talking on the phone. I'm talking about, like, I hate it. So I might not text. I might not text or talk to somebody for 3-4 months. But when I see them, it's all love, because, you know what I'm saying, these is my people. These is my brothers. So no, it wouldn't be hard. And as far as soul ties, nah, I don't. I believe it could be a soul tie for some, but not for me.
And I think this the other thing. You got to realize, it say God will never leave you nor forsake you. Even though your friends might change, because at the end of the day, you change. And like Jennifer said, some people are for a season and some people are for a reason. So therefore, don't think you just going to be out there destitute. Because even though our circles got smaller, we got each other to the end. And then God sent new people. And then He sent people from our past that came back, that their lives was changed, and they help us. So, and it's just a thing, like, for instance, when they be like, you should get around people that you want to be. Oh, I'm about to start hanging around some millionaires. Like, I'm about to start hanging around people that got something going on. We can't, at the end of the day, if you ain't, like me and my friends, we on some real life goal type stuff. Like, we sharing with each other how we gonna be debt free in 2018. Like, we not on that little, hey girl, hey, I'm about to get some red bottom. We ain't on that. We on kingdom business. Like, it is what it is. And you got to get around those people that you want to be around. And that's like they say, it's hard for married people to hang around single people. I got some friends that's single, and we don't share a lot of the same things in common, but we can still kick it like anybody else. It's about where their mind is, not their status. It's about where their mind is. So anybody going in the same direction I'm going, we could be friends. Like True. Damien said, but you have artists that's stuck in ignorance, that all they will do is take away from what you want to do, uplift the community. That is true.
Yeah, and that's definitely true. I agree. And I mean, a prime example of that is that whole stop the violence if you're on the radio. Stop the
music
violence.
Behind the thing be like,
next commercial is shoot 'em up, bang, bang.
Exactly.
So,
The music behind the Stop the Violence thing is some gang banging music. Like, that's an oxymoron.
That's right. Man, I mean, it's just to a point where you have to make a decision. Is if you really want to elevate, and like she said, her girls, they call each other about being debt free. I'm talking about 95% of my conversation these days is stocks, real estate. We doing something to elevate and build. Buying land. It got to be something. The conversation has to have some type of substance to, you know what I'm saying, to keep on for us to build. Like,
you missed that, Maddie. It was at the beginning. Maddie asked what was the definition of playing church. So basically what we was talking about was, and that's how we got on this friend thing, about how people will say, oh, I'm praying for you. Oh, I'm happy for you. And then when you get these different prophecies and stuff, they looking at you like, oh, I wish that was my gift. Or they're envious. So that's what we were talking about. And that's how we got to talking about your friends and how your circle changes and all of that stuff. And I was going to say something and I forgot. Oh, back to people people coming back into your life. Because even, for instance, the people that he talking about now, that he be talking about building with the stocks and bonds, and it was a group of people that I used to hang with when we were in college. And we kind of all grew apart because our lives all went separate ways. But now we all like in the same boat. We all married. We all got kids. Some of our kids got the same names. Like, so now we didn't all kind of like got back together, and now the conversations is building. And like, these were my friends, but now they closer to him, but because all of them boys, but they closer to him, and now that's all. Everything they talking about is just building and elevating. But it's just gotta bring people back around, because like I said, we were friends 2005, 2006. 10, 12 years ago, and now we here in 2018, and now these same people that come back, but all of us are in a different space now. Now some of them then drifted away, and because they not in the same space that we in, but we just try to build each other and then some of them in different spaces, and we just try to help them along. But yeah,
I mean, I'm just gonna be completely real. One of the things I gotta work on is I have a thing about loyalty. So it's like I be feeling like I'm so loyal that it hinders me at times, because a lot of people don't have that same loyalty. And at the end of the day, it's like, what do God want for you? See what I'm saying? Like, you can have your definition of being loyal and being a real friend and ride or die the whole nine, but what exactly does God have for you? And that's basically what it boils down to. That's what actually punched me in my mouth.
Yeah, but that's like, the thing about it is, you have to realize, because we get more stuck on loyalty than the other person. We feel like if we don't go to bat for somebody, or if we don't do this, that we're not a good person. We have to be content with ourselves. Like, for instance, I had this one friend, like, and we not, I wouldn't even necessarily say we friends no more. She had this thing where every time we go somewhere, she wanted to fight somebody. So finally, me and my other friend got together and was like, look, ain't nobody finna fight for you no more. You go, like, she would go find people to fight with, because she knew that, and she would only do it with us because she knew we was gonna fight with her. I'm not doing that no more. At the end, ain't no more ride or die, because you ain't gonna raise my kids. So what we talking about, riding and that? No, that is not safe. I have bills to pay. You're going to go to jail. Ain't nobody got time for that no more. And it's like, loyalty as an adult is to a whole nother extent. Yes, you can call me if your life's about to get cut off. Okay, come on, I'm gonna help you. Some stuff like that. But you about to get beat up, you shouldn't have got in that. Like, we too old for that. For you to be fighting in somebody's club. I'm not doing that. Well, and me personally, I don't feel no type of way, because everybody know back in the day, Alicia did not care. But now I do. I have children.
And that's cool.
And that loyalty thing, it only goes so far.
Time out. And we done had this conversation many times too. And I agree at a certain extent what she said. But
my husband got a scar on his face now because he wanted to be loyal to one of his friends.
And they was going to kill him. So I would do it again.
They wasn't
See,
gonna kill.
they-
And every time he got himself in this position. Every single time that they got that something happened, it was because he did something.
Relax. Come on. Look, relax.
Y'all needed to be
Hold
praying
on,
for
time
him
out,
and tell
relax.
him stop doing dumb stuff.
Look, hey, my brother Kid, look, crying. Hey,
Because you already know
hold
what
on.
I'm talking about,
Yeah,
kid.
Hold on. Let's get back. Let's relax.
Sorry, I
now,
had to come back to
Now,
life.
my thing is this. If they causing the situation and the whole nine, now it's like, okay, you want to do that foolery? That's on you. But, hey, I maybe I'm just not in that space yet. If I'm out with my people and some dudes and some dudes jump on my guys, it's not no, I'm here. No, we riding, and we gonna, and I'm gonna tell them in the car, hey, bruh, I didn't want to get in that space by the band, but I'm not on that. She on that, hey, and then we got the same kids, the whole nine. At the end of the day, I feel her what she said.
And that goes back to not being in places that you shouldn't be in. Because at the end of the day, you gotta make a choice. You gotta choose whether it's your family or your friends. And at the end of the day, if you ain't got no job, you ain't got nothing, your friends is not the one that's gonna have to deal with it.
No, but I was talking about like y'all
but
about to eat or
just
something,
period.
whatever.
Well, okay, who gets into a fight out to eat?
But I'm saying it could happen.
Well, maybe that goes back to who you hang with. Maybe you need to go find some different friends.
Not necessarily. Some people just be on foolery. Some people not. Well, I'm not saying our friends. I'm not saying the group that you're with. Some other people might just be on that. And in that case, I mean, at that moment,
that's like 19 out of 20. Like that's a 1% chance. I don't know.
It's a trick. It's a trick bag.
And I'm not going to say that I would just I'm not going to let anybody jump on anybody. That ain't me. I'm not going to let that happen. But at the end of the day, I'm also not rolling with folks that's going somewhere purposely starting stuff. Because I swear that's what she was doing. It wasn't no.
Well, see,
it was on purpose.
Yeah. No,
okay, but
that's two different things.
Off that, because I don't even know how we got on that. Let's move on.
Because we was talking about I think the definition of playing church.
Oh, okay.
But it was another point I wanted to say.
But okay, so this is my question to you. So you saying that's loyalty. So are you I feel like this. Are you putting your friends above God?
When? No, I'm never putting.
It should be.
No, I'm saying as in. We was talking about multiple situations. Like, what exactly? No.
Oh. Okay.
I'm saying
Is that your final answer?
No, I guess it's confused because it's like, say that situation happens. Is it to a point where you say, "Oh God, let me leave," and then you just leave your friends while they get jumped on? Or how does that work?
I don't know.
See what I'm saying? Do you say, God, what do I need to do right now?
But is that a character issue with them? Because okay, so I don't know. My tolerance is a lot higher than it used to be. Because before, if you said something to me, there was no, let's talk about it. Let's figure this out. Now I'm just like, I don't know. If it's not building, like, you can say whatever, like, oh my God, this lady, I ordered a Sprite and she gave me a Coke. And I wasn't mad because she gave me the wrong thing. She gonna tell me that's what I ordered. And it took everything in me not to throw the pop back through the window. But I'm like, I gotta grow. I can't stay in that place. Because then what I look like telling somebody, pray for them. And then I just threw this pop on this lady. Like, that's not, I can't live a double life. Like, so I'm like, I don't know. So my thing is, I don't know. I'm now the level-headed one. I'm going to, hey, maybe that shouldn't go like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Some people are simply sent to steal, kill, and destroy. So
definitely.
That might be your test. And on the other side of that test, you don't know what's on the other side of it.
I have to actually tell, and that definitely was great, love. I like that. I do have to talk about this test that recently happened to me. And I I semi-failed it. I don't want to say I failed.
That's like I didn't tell a lie, but I ain't tell the truth either.
No, I got a smooth B+. So this how it happened. So I'm at work, and I'm learning the job. I had just got on the job. The lady, once I messed up, the lady said,
exactly, semi.
The lady said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I forgot to hit the transfer button. I messed up." She was like, "Okay, don't worry about it." I said, "All right, cool." Do it. About 2 hours passed. Do it again. She was like, "What's going on?" And it actually was her mistake. So she said, "What's going on? The supervisor's gonna come at me." Now she's actually the lead, the team lead. So supervisor's gonna come at me. Get it together. You need to pay attention. Now back to what we was talking about earlier. It's not about what you say. It's the delivery. So I said, "Hey, and I said it calm just like this. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to relax and change your delivery when you're talking to me." And she was like, "You don't understand. The supervisor's going to come at me, and I don't want to get in trouble." I said, "Relax, though." I said, "Everything is all right. I'm in training. Just be calm." She was, "You need to pay more attention." I said, "Again." Now, this is the third time. I said, "Again, relax." I said, "I'm a positive person. I come into work, try to do my job. Hey, I'll go off positive energy." She says, "I don't care about none of that, pal." And I lost it. And I'm just being real. And I lost it. I said, "Okay, since you're not understanding my language, I'm going to need you to relax." She was, "Oh, hold on." But she understood. And I felt so bad that I even got in that space because I hate getting out of character. So what happened is I drove home, calmed down, relaxed, told my wife. The next day, I come into work. I see the lady. I say, "I want to apologize for my character. Not about what I said. It's about getting out of my character because I don't like actually getting angry and aggressive like that." And she was so shocked. She said, "I want to apologize too." And we've been good ever since then. I'm a firm believer I'm a firm believer you cannot fight fire with fire. Man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just like my wife said, it's about tests. You will. It always seems like when you want to focus on God and you get into the Word and different things will come your way just to actually see like where you at with it. Like, are you really living out what you're saying? Are you playing church or are you actually really in it? Like, which one is it? And that's as real as it gets.
So, just to go off that, are you playing and all that? We, every morning we get up and pray. And I think for 2017 was that we were going to see manifestations all 31 days of December. So day 22 got here. And we're Christmas shopping. I take my husband, drop him off at the, at the barbershop. And me and my sister, we headed back to go get him. And this man that was very impatient decided to run a red light, hit the car, and flip my car over. And it was falling in slow motion. And if y'all could have seen the car, the only thing you can say is but God. So he flipped it over. And as he was coming, my sister was just screaming. She was like, "Oh my God, oh my God." And I'm like, "Alex, what?" And before I knew it, the dude was hitting us. And the car flipped over. And out of nowhere, these people just came. And they were like, they like rushed to the car. I don't even know where they came from. They just randomly showed up. And they were trying to get us out because the car was smoking. And the car, we later found out it was smoking because of the airbags. It wasn't actually on fire. And they were kicking the windows and all of that. So come to find out, I guess windows ain't made of glass no more. I don't know what they're made of. They're not made of glass anymore. So they were kicking them and kicking them. This little boy went and got an axe out of his job, and they broke the window with the axe. When I got out the car, come to find out, the little boy was one of my old students, and my car ended up total. We had a dream, and God told us to go to this car lot to get this car. Okay, so rewind it. My other car, my truck, the engine went out, and it was like $3,000. We was like, Lord, we can't do this. So it was just like stuff was happening back to back to back, and we like, Lord, we asking for positive manifestations, not attacks. What is this? So he had this dream, and he told us where to go, so we went. So we get the car. I had that car 9 days. But at the end of the day, like he said, it's about positive stuff. No matter what about that car, I ended up, I have my life. Me and my sister, we're alive. We walked away. We got a little pain, but other than that, we walked away without a scratch. And then on top of that, we had the gap insurance and stuff, and we actually going to have enough to get another car, plus be reimbursed for something else. So we have to realize that it's always something. It's always victory in your vision. We visualized this new car, and that wasn't the car I wanted, but now the car we're actually supposed to go test drive is the car I actually wanted. And we just have to realize, even in all the negative stuff, you have to fight it with positive stuff. And God had a bigger plan, and I think that's why I'm so passionate about what I'm doing and where I'm going, because the calling on my life was so much greater that God was like, I'm going to preserve your life and your sister's life, and we're going to walk away from this. And so I say that to say this: you gotta watch who you with, and you gotta watch what you're doing, and you gotta watch where you're going. Do what you're doing on purpose for a purpose. Don't just do stuff haphazardly. When you're praying, pray for a purpose. Don't just do it just to do it. When you say stuff, say it for a purpose. Everything you do, you need to make sure you're doing it for a reason. Mm-hmm. And that's where I'm at now. And and I'm at a place, one of the people, one of my spiritual sisters, that's what I'm gonna call her. We did we ministered on December 8th, Encounter God Night. And she said to me, God is telling me to tell you that you're going to go forth, and you're not going to care what anybody else thinks. And from that day forward, I don't care. I'm going to be me. Whatever God tells me to say, I'm going to say it. And that is that.
Unashamed.
Exactly.
And the motto in 2018, victory in your vision.
Yep. We're going to have t-shirts coming to them.
It's victory in your vision, 2018. I mean, it's just like I said earlier, it's to a point where you got to make a decision. Are you actually living to do God's work, or are you playing church? You can't do the in-between. And I know I did it for years, the whole in-between thing. You juggling and you talk real good, mm-hmm. but you're not living it. See what I'm saying?
And it's the thing. At the end of the day, we're not telling you to walk around and be like, oh, because you got to be transparent. Because this is the thing. You're assigned to people. So you don't have to get jealous about somebody else's gift or what somebody else is doing. Because everybody's assigned to somebody. And if you don't open your mouth, the people that you're assigned to will never get the message because you didn't open your mouth.
That's real. And I love this man, Pastor Ford. He had preached at Faith Refuge.
That's our second church.
He had preached, and he was talking about how your job is not always for the money. You're not always at a job for money. Sometimes that job is your assignment. And it hit me like, I was like, man, because you might be the only light at that job that they need. So that message right there hit home like it was to the next level. It made me actually appreciate what I supposed to have been doing. Like, I went to work with a whole nother type of vision. Like, I can't get into arguments because I know, you know what I'm saying, I might be the light that they needed. Like that lady, it changed her whole perception of me. it was like, to the point now it's a whole nother type of respect. Hey, I'm sorry for me coming out of character. She said, I'm sorry as well. And we've been good. See what I'm saying? You have to be the light. You have to make the decision. You have to actually make that choice.
I'm too happy that y'all good. How old is this lady?
Cool age.
Oh,
No.
look.
But you have to make that decision, though. Are you really going to live for God? Or are you going to play church? Everybody's not going to be happy for you. And this is another thing. This is one of my pet peeves. And maybe because since I was little,
I should have took iron today.
Like,
I'm freezing.
my spirit of discernment been like next level. So a lot of these days, definitely these days, people have a thing of they would throw God on a subject or an event or whatever, but their intentions is all wrong. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like, that's almost like people using kids to get money. Like, you know, a lot of people will support the kids, so we're going to throw these kids on a flyer
Yeah.
to get this money.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, and that's the problem that I have. Like, it's the playing church. People say they're going to pray for you. That's like one of them Facebook scrolls where they be like, share this picture of Jesus or you going to hell.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. Like, let's be
That
serious.
don't got nothing to do with nothing.
They don't have, exactly, like, them chain letters. That's the, pay for this holy oil for $14.99. You know what I'm saying? And you wake up out your sleep. That's if you had a TV on when you go to sleep. You be like,
Peter Popoff.
man,
That's
I'm not
what
going
that
to pay $14.99 for this holy oil.
is. And
man.
all you gotta do is pray and believe. And you get and it manifests.
Hey,
Like, that's all you gotta do.
I've been reading in the book of Mark, like heavy. And,
Pray the word back to God.
and Jesus told the lady, you are healed because she touched his cloak. Like, he said, because of your faith,
Exactly.
because
and
of
it
your
wasn't even
faith,
because
you are healed.
exactly because it was nothing in the cloak. It was the fact that she believed, and that's why she was healed. But she thought just because she touched it, if I could just touch the hem of his garment. So she touched it, and then it manifested. If you just have enough faith, the faith of a mustard seed, to believe and continue to stand on it until it manifests. You got to stay there until it manifests.
You got to really believe, man. And like I said, man, I did the back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I did the study in the conscious community and the whole nine. Like, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you have to have a relationship with God. And that's really to get. Like, you could go to church, you could play church all day. You have to have a relationship with God. Once church is over, you have to live by example. You have to be it, because the people that's closest to you, from your kids to everybody, they would pick up on things.
Yeah.
They know where you at. You might say, "Why you doing this?" You talk to your kids. You might say, "Why you doing this?" Now, what happens if they look at you and say,
You do it.
"Yeah, you do it." Why? I mean, you do it. See what I'm saying? We have to lead by example. You know what I'm saying? It's either you living for God or you playing church. Live for God.
Okay, y'all, it's 8 o'clock, so we're going to get off here. Booker, you came in extra late. Like, we about to get off.
We appreciate you, Booker, for tuning in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I want to thank everybody that has been instrumental in our spiritual growth, because it has been a journey. I'm telling you.
And we still going up.
We have been in many places, and I think now it's just like we going forth, like, cause it's been a battle, but
I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, it's victory in your vision. You need to understand that it takes 3.
yeah,
See what I'm saying? You have to have a relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Even if that's just you, if you don't have a significant other, if that's you, your prayer partner in Jesus, you, your pastor in Jesus, I think that's the biggest thing about the whole playing church thing. We have to realize that you're not in it by yourself. And I think a lot of people, they feel like, oh, I'm gonna make it to the top, and I'm gonna do it by myself. So just so I can say, didn't nobody help me? First of all, it's inhumane. Like, that's not realistic. You need somebody. And the thing about it, if you pray and all, God will put the people in place for you to get to where you need to go. All you need to do is get in position to get there. So at the end of the day, it takes three, no matter if you have a significant other or not. You need somebody to help you, because it's not always going to be easy. Because even though I have my husband, sometimes he is the two, but he's not always the two. Because sometimes I need somebody to pray with me about him. So at the end of the day, and I'm not just going to talk to anybody, because the people that you talk to, they tell you, oh, leave them. You need to stop talking to them. Because that ain't that. Well, you need to stop talking to them about that. That ain't what it is. But sometimes it's going to be somebody else, or it's different people for different stuff that's gonna help you elevate. So at the end of the day, it's always gonna take three. You need somebody. We need, what's that song we be singing at church? I need you to survive. You need somebody. And once we get that in our head that we need somebody to help us get to where we going, then plus God is gonna get us there much faster.
And to answer Brittany's question, yes.
Oh, what question? Yes. I'm sorry,
no,
Brittany.
She asked, is it going to be weekly?
I don't know, cause okay, so this is the thing. This is our dilemma, and we gon' see, because we feel like if we do it weekly, we gonna start repeating stuff. But I don't know. If God tell us to do it weekly, then that's what we gonna do. Because then if He drop different stuff on us, we also want y'all to, what do y'all want us to talk about? Because this is my thing. Or if y'all want to come on and then talk about what y'all gonna talk about. Because my story ain't your story. Just like our stories ain't the same. We come from two totally different houses.
We definitely want to invite Brittany and
you don't have to be married. You do not have to be married. Like I said, it takes three things. It's not always your spouse. What it is somebody that's helping you plus God. Well, God plus that person, because God comes first. So it's God, you, and that person, whoever that might be. Like, it might be your spiritual sister, your spiritual brother, whoever. And you can come by yourself. Whatever you want to. If you dish out a topic, be prepared to come talk about it.
Be transparent. Be transparent.
Sometimes y'all give us topics, but we ain't never went through that, so we don't know what to say. So we just.
But see, that's why I'm gonna have my mother and my father, and they've been married 35 years. They've been married for 35 years, so.
You don't look at me like I know.
Yeah,
I had you 35 years.
I had to. Yeah, they've been married for 35 years, so. As far as marriages go and different things that the married couples could do.
And I'm gonna throw a little plug in here. We have an awesome marriage ministry at our church. We have an awesome singles ministry. So if you ever want to come,
Faith Temple of Christ.
We are actually starting a marriage boot camp. And me and Chip are actually getting back on the ministry. We kind of stepped away from it, but we're getting back on it. And we're going to start having marriage boot camps. I think it's the third Sunday. So if married couples that are available, 7601 Wickham Street, Faith Temple of Christ. So it's a lot of stuff. But we will see how this every Friday thing works out. We will let y'all know. We really don't know yet. Because I thought about just doing the first Friday of every month or every other Friday. But we'll see. The more people that come on to support, the more guests we have, the easier it will be for us to be on every Friday. The other thing is, we have a young adults ministry. The best young adults. I don't even know if anybody in this area got a young adults ministry other than us. But either way, it's for ages 18 to 35. It's awesome. It was something I was going to say about the young adults ministry, and I do not remember what it was that fast.
Encounter God. Yes.
But that's not till March.
No, but I'm just saying Encounter God.
Okay, I'm going to think, God, bring it back.
I really feel like it's going to be every other Friday. And we're going to, get it rolling in.
That's what I was going to say. So this is the other reason why we don't know if we're going to do it every Friday. So our young adults ministry, which me and Chip are a part of, on Tuesdays, I don't know if it's every Tuesday or every other Tuesday or how that works. Gabby or Jennifer chime in, Maddie, somebody. they'll go live. They're going to be going live also, talking about topics that young adults struggle with, and that's what I'm talking about. That it takes 3 stuff. A lot of the reason why I am so bold in going forth now is, number one, God and the support of my husband, but also my CYA4C, my young adults ministry. Like, they have supported us from beginning to end. Mm-hmm. Them times when I ain't want to come, my spiritual sister was on the phone. Where you at? And I'd be like, well, I just don't feel like. Like, the last time I was just like, I don't know if I'm coming back. And I had to press, though. As Jennifer said, look, you got to press. So, at the end of the day, you got to get a foundational team that's going to be behind you 100%. So, any young adults out there that don't have a young adults ministry, we are welcome to anybody coming to visit. Like, any ideas, all of that. But they'll be going live on Tuesday. And I was trying to see if she...
EOC have a young adults ministry. Okay.
I don't see it on here. But, so yeah. All right, we're going to get off here because it's definitely after 8 o'clock.
We thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Miss Pat Brittany said, no, y'all don't.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I laughed because she laughed. She said LOL after that.
All right.
So,
we appreciate y'all tuning in. We shall
come visit our young adults.
Yeah, we shall do it probably every other Friday. We're gonna say it like that. But all through the week, I'll post it. We trying to get back into motion. Like I said, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Hey, we doing what God called us to do, and just know it takes 3.
You gotta go stop the video because I can't stop it. Oh, I need you to stop.